Hello everyone, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day so far. It's been a while since the last video log, so I decided to record a new one. Mostly going to focus on Névoke, the things that happened during Névoke, my participation in it, the aftermath of the whole thing, and what I'm planning to do in the immediate future. So starting with Névoke, I was organizing some pre-parties for Névoke because Névoke was only a single day on Saturday, and so I helped organize a pre-party event, two pre-party events. One of them on Wednesday, I think, which had a crosswords solving thing, a community crosswords solving thing, which was pretty much the thing that I had done for Outline, but now with a version where you could on Twitch try to guess the stuff. And it worked out pretty well. We didn't have that many people there present, but a lot of them got engaged, and it was nice to see the crosswords getting solved live. It was faster than I thought people would solve. There were a few bugs. It wasn't clear of bugs. The server crashed in the end because certain person, let's not name any names, Reality 404, tested a string that I was not expecting, and it crashed the server. But the game was almost done, so my bad for not protecting the server properly. Anyways, it was fun, but sadly the events of the day derailed quite quickly. There was this shitstorm happening on Discord at the same time. I don't want to get into explaining the whole thing. I don't think it can be summarized properly on a video log. Some people were cleaning their dirty laundry on Discord and ruining the mood for other people. And there's this whole camp between two sides of we are moderating things too much and we are killing the freedom of speech. And after things escalated on Discord, they mutated to Poet, and it's just it's been a shitstorm of a week, pretty much, which is mostly sad for the demo scene overall because it gives a bad image because of a few crazy people that decide to be more vocal about their, to me, lunatic concerns. It becomes all this flame war, which is not new, especially on Poet, and especially not like on communication channels on the demo scene. There have been shit tons of flame wars before. On Compasses, NPC demos, there were flame wars. On IRC, there were flame wars. On all the different forums that existed, there were flame wars. I had to moderate a lot of them while I was admin of Poet. And nowadays, it's Garguy's job. He has to deal with all the idiocy there. And some people don't like Kargai. They think he's not a very good moderator. And, everyone is entitled to their opinion. Anyways, let's not talk about that anymore. So Névoke pre-party, crosswords was a fun experiment. I think it kind of worked, but I think I need to improve to take it to the next level. I think I need to clean up the text a bit more on Twitch so it's not as chaotic. I try to be a bit more lean. And also try to get like team captains assigned before the stream starts. So we have like at least 3 people. There are like, demoscene gurus going at it and trying to win, and other people can help them out if they want to. So pre-assigned teams, something like that might work a bit better. Or be like those gurus against everyone else, not counting negative points maybe. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, it was an interesting experiment. I had fun. Fortunately, the day was ruined because of the drama on Discord. Moving on to Friday, we had a Shader Jam, which was quite cool. We had a DJ set by Ronnie Prees. I had lots of fun, managed to VJ a lot more. We managed to re-trigger the same bug that Monsieur Soleil had triggered on Bonzomatic when he was doing his live stream cast, which was interesting. We still haven't figured out why exactly, but at least we have a couple of captures of it happening, and it seems like after a long time of many Bonzomatic instances being open on the receiving end of Bonzomatic. Okay, I'm gonna have to explain the whole architecture of Bonzomatic right now. So computer nerd time. So Bonzomatic is works through networks. Excuse me, through the network. So we have an instance who is sending the information that the coder is typing, sends to the server, which is here in the middle, which is usually Alchema server. And then I have another instance that goes get the information from Alchema server and puts it on my screen, on the host of the stream. So I'm getting the text from like 10 coders, let's say it, in real time, that's passing through Alchema server, and I grab it from Alchema server, and I have like 10 different Bonzomatic windows on my computer at the same time. And there's this launcher thing that Nusen developed that allows me to position them in a view, like in a mosaic view, or resize them into a full view, just a single one of them. There's also a few extra features that the extra launcher now has. You can add a new coder on the fly. You can reload a coder if the window crashed by some reason. Nusen's been doing a great job on the extra launcher throughout the year, doing like small additions every time we have a new session, so it's been great. And but on this last one, and I'm not sure if this was already a thing in V11 or not, there is this feature on Bonzomatic where you can access the previous frame, and this is passed through a frame buffer, obviously. And on the side of the coder, it's working fine. On the side of the person who is grabbing multiple screens at the same time, after like 1 hour of Bonzomatic working, suddenly one of the screens or some of the screens start having like buffer overflow or something like that. We're not sure what it is, but it starts grabbing like a white texture instead of the previous texture, and then it starts grabbing like the font texture. So there's some weirdness happening on the allocation of the OpenGL texture of some sort. It's probably because there's like so many instances happening and reloads happening and resizing happening. Might be confusing some stuff. It does get fixed once I do like a reload, but I need to notice that it's wrong for me to fix it on the host side. So we're trying to figure that out, and still not quite, no one really knows for sure what's happening exactly. So we can't really replicate it. We can only replicate it when you have a lot of people coding for over an hour. So we're still trying to narrow it down, and hopefully it will get fixed for future editions of stuff. Anyway, that was one of the things that we were doing. So we did the shader jam. It was quite cool. I jammed around. We had fun. Great. And the stream Friday night. Cool. Not that many people watching, but I had fun, so I don't care. It was cool. The coders had fun. Musicians had fun. People enjoying the pre-party had fun. People who were enjoying the drama on Discord and Puet, it's their prerogative to be enjoying drama and stuff instead of partying. You know, people are stupid. What can you do? So Saturday we had Névoke stream itself, which was all right, pretty much overall. It was very nostalgic for the actual Evoke. If you already visited Evoke, which I had done, it was a bit sad to see all the party place there empty, just the organizers there. At the same time, it was cool. It was inspiring for like, hopefully next year we will be able to be there again and have that connection with the same party place and the party atmosphere from Evoke. And I'm a long time Evoke attendee. I think my first one was probably 2000, which was 21 years ago. So yeah. Party itself was cool. I had a small entry for the TIC 80. Didn't have much time to do anything else. Was trying to get a compo going for the TIC 80 256 bytes, but the people who challenged me, namely Super Rogue, let's not name any name, Super Rogue, ended up not submitting. So the only other person who submitted was Gasman. And Gasman actually beated me, despite his 256 byte not having like music. People don't know how to evaluate proper stuff on the TIC80 size. That's my conclusion. Anyways, my effect was nothing overwhelmingly. It was just something I threw together, but I had fun making it, and it was a nice a banter intro to my mate Mantratonic. Hope you enjoyed that and had a little laugh over it. And yeah, sad I lost against Gasman, but his effect was cool, so you know, it is what it is. Other cool stuff that happened at Evoke, a couple good 4Ks, a couple good demos as well. Still released something there as they usually do. Gasman released also emulator for the Spectrum running on a browser, the third version, complete rewrite according to him, has better multicolor and timings and stuff like that, which was cool to hear about. Haven't really tested it, but it's nice that he released it. And there were a few good 4K procedural graphics submitted as well. So cool event overall. I had fun. Was just a bit overshadowed by all the drama that happened pre-party, which also involved some of the organizers, so the whole mood was a bit weird in that regard, but we try to overcome it the best way possible, and hopefully it doesn't repeat again. Yeah, so still some stuff lingering in the demo scene about that whole drama thing. Hopefully we will come to some sort of arrangements and discussions on how to improve things, mostly so we are not, so that these concerns can be addressed without presenting a bad image to people who might show up at Puet or the Discord for the first time and, you know, get hit with this kind of stuff and just say, nope, not for me, not interested in more drama in my life. I'm here to do computer graphics and have fun, not deal with people being paranoid and talking crap and throwing mud at each other. So yeah, there have been some discussions with a few other party organizers and a few people on, you know, trying to figure out the solution for this, a way forward. And we have to keep working and trying to figure out ways to improve the demoscene, which has always been like this, you know. We always had flame wars, and Puet had a lot of negative connotation, and a lot of people still associated like that, especially demosceners who were active like 10, 15 years ago. They still think of Puet as a cesspool for whatever crap they want to say. You know, Gaga is trying to close down on that and make sure that Puet has a better front face. But it's hard if all these kind of flame wars and lunatic derailings of anti-vaccinations and right to speech, right to free speech when people are getting banned for sexual harassment kind of stuff emerges. So crappy to see, but we have to deal with it somehow, and yeah, let's hope to find some solutions. Anyways, stuff moving on, what I've been doing afterwards, trying to forget a little bit about all that drama stuff. I've been playing a few more games, mostly N++, been grinding a little bit more of N++, posted a few videos of that, saw that as well. So did the usual book reviews. I saw a recently released movie, so I also did a movie review for that. Which was the Suicide Squad, and those kind of videos don't get many views, but I think it's interesting for me to keep those playlists so I can go back to them eventually. I kind of feel a bit bad that like the review isn't completely thought out and like edited properly and like with proper points. Sometimes, or mostly, I try to do like a list of things that I want to cover for a review. Not always. Sometimes I just improvise, and it feels like sometimes like I missed something crucial to be said that I will be sorry that I omitted it if I ever go back and watch the video later on. So it would have been something that could have been improved. But there's also the counterpart of if I invest more time trying to make sure that the quality is above par from what I usually would do in one take, I don't have time to do as much other stuff. So it's the usual balancing of trying to do everything on your to-do list and trying to do it with maximum quality possible, which I've been known to just, you know, just do it. Don't worry so much about quality. Maybe one or two projects I try to invest extra effort into it. But mostly I in terms of video content, I mostly improvise and try to do it in one single take, like I'm doing this video right now. And people get the juice out of it. That's good. If they don't, they don't. The channel is still growing, so I'm still happy with that. Eventually, it will max out on the number of interested people, and I just hope that that level is a sustainable level, that I can just keep doing what I enjoy doing instead of worrying about putting extreme quality or focusing on things that I'm really not that interested in doing full time, to make sure that the channel would strive as it is. Anyways, stuff that I'm doing next. TIC 80, I'm doing some TIC 80 stuff. Maybe some 256 bytes for a couple of upcoming demo parties. I'm also working on a longer term project, I guess, of doing some optical illusion stuff. I have like 3 or 4 effects of those coded. Not sure how to turn it into an actual demo in terms of, you know, transitions, direction, music. Not sure, but I'll just keep doing a few more effects of those. And eventually I'll figure something out, I hope, or not. I don't know. Wanted to get back more into music, but I've been completely not having time or patience to do that. And I also been thinking more about creative writing, which I have been in a bit of a hiatus since I got those 2 negative reviews or 2 rejections of submissions, which weren't all that good, but I was kind of hoping that they would, you know, do better. Still have a few other stuff that was submitted and haven't heard back from. Supposedly it's been approved and they just haven't told me, I think, I hope, I don't know. It's been waiting for over 6-9 months, so eventually they'll get back to me. I have considered maybe going back into creative writing and investing like a week to do like a new short story, or revise the 2 works that were not accepted and turn it into a release for Enough Records as text form. Would also have to translate it in that case. Would have to revise the Portuguese version, do the translation into English, and release that. There's also some older material that I have that I also had some ideas for doing a transmedia version of, like some spoken word text that I wanted to do soundtrack for and artwork for, having like the 3 forms in a single package, and put that, also release that Enough Records. That just been delaying like forever. And meanwhile, we have holidays, or Christina has holidays, because I'm on permanent holidays. I have my own schedule, and we might or might not travel somewhere, so everything's kind of on hold. And in the meantime, I keep dealing with Enough Records stuff, you know, uploading more stuff to the old catalog, to Bandcamp and audios.co that hasn't been uploaded there yet, and dealing with new upcoming releases. We have a compilation that's gonna be coming out sometime in late September, maybe October, which I've been organizing as well. And yeah, I want to do a new album as well. Have a couple of remix ideas, but haven't really found the time, inspiration, motivation to really get back seriously into music. Did try to do a breakbeat track for Névoke compo. Wasn't turning out very good. Not very good at breakbeat. Probably because I never had done a breakbeat track in my life. So yeah. But yeah, it was an interesting experiment. Didn't really work out though. There was some issues with the schedule as well, the deadline for submitting. Everyone thought it would be like midnight of Tuesday, and it was actually the first minute of Tuesday. So a whole day that was like everyone was expecting to have, and got cut because 0000 apparently is the start of the day and not the end of the day. Anyways, long video is long, sorry for that, but yeah, let me know what you think on the comments below of all the Névoke stuff. Let's not talk about the demoscene drama on the comments, if you please. Let's take it to Poet or Discord or wherever you want to discuss those stuff there. And TIC 80, gonna try to focus a bit more and release some stuff for the TIC 80. And yeah, maybe next week I'll work on something else. So yeah, that's it for now. See you next video. Bye bye everyone. Take care.